it's Mindy here. Thank you for joining me for some Sunday grounding, some psychoeducation to keep us informed and sane. Today we're going to talk about phases of disaster and making a plan of action. The chart and other resources can be found in the video description down below. And then today's information is taken from D.Aten and David Boan's book, Disaster Ministry Handbook, and from SAMHSA.gov. COVID-19 is a type of disaster classified as a communicable disease public health emergency. H1N1, influenza, E. coli, and salmonella are also examples of public health emergency communicable diseases. So there are many kinds of disasters, and here's how they are classified. There are high visibility disasters such as tornadoes or earthquakes where damage is immediate and usually high media coverage. Then there are low visibility disasters such as famine or drought which do not have immediate impact and have less media coverage. The two stages of disaster are primary disaster, the triggering event, COVID-19, what we're going through, and secondary disaster, the effects of the triggering event, which can be loss of life, financial loss, mental health issues, unemployment, quarantine fatigue, etc. The phases of disaster are the impact phase, the heroic phase, the honeymoon phase, the disillusionment phase, and the reconstruction phase. During the impact phase, the psychological and social effects depend on how widespread the damage of the disaster is and how personal it is. COVID-19 is a worldwide pandemic, so the impact is pretty significant. Reactions may be disbelief, shock, and a focus on the survival of family and friends and a need for reconciliation if family members are in different locations. During the heroic phase, there's a united front supporting survivors and first responders. This is an adrenaline-fueled phase, and proper risk assessment may be lacking. Post-trauma reactions happen during this phase. The honeymoon phase, the next phase, happens weeks and months after the disaster. Help and support from government and volunteers can be easily found. Survivors feel encouraged, and mental health support is seen as valuable. The disillusionment phase is characterized by the realization that disaster relief is limited. Exhaustion sets in, resulting from the concerns of finances and the quarantine, etc. Health issues arise from constant fatigue and stress. Some survivors who are less affected can move on, while those that still suffer feel disappointment. Civil unrest can happen during this phase. The final phase is the reconstruction phase, and this can take years. Survivors recognize and take responsibility for rebuilding their lives, homes, and businesses. Emotional health begins to return. Aten and Boan say when people come to see meaning, personal growth, and opportunity from their disaster experience despite their losses and pain, they are well on the road to recovery. Looking at the phases of disaster, which phase or phases do you think that we are in right now? Progression through these phases can differ based on what's going on. So the question is to ask, what can I do to navigate through these phases in a healthy way? First, find a network of support to reach out to. This could be family, friends, clergy, church, therapists, counselors, or doctors. These people can support and encourage you after the impact of COVID-19. Next, let's grab a pen, and we can begin to build a plan of action by making a list of people in your life that could be part of your network of support. When you feel overwhelmed or powerless or anxious or panicked or frustrated, you can use relaxation and grounding techniques to bring you back to the present. Some techniques are prayer, meditation, breathing, exercise, yoga, tapping, and checking in with your senses. Now write down the things that can help ground you during stressful time, or things that you might want to try to help ground. So your plan of action is looking good. By writing down your network of support and your grounding tools, you now have a resource to look at when things feel out of control. So let's practice a grounding method, and we'll practice some grounding breathing together. So first, find a comfortable space where you can move your arms. Next, sit or stand up tall. Find the earth beneath your feet. Feel how stable and solid it is. You can close your eyes or keep them open. Imagine that your lungs are like balloons. As you inhale, you are filling up the balloons, and as you exhale, you are pushing all of the air out, flattening the balloons. We're going to inhale for 4 counts, hold our breath for 7 counts, and exhale very slowly for 8 counts. Ready? All right, sitting or standing up very tall, let's inhale deeply for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale deeply for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhaling it deeply for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And once again, inhale it deeply for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale it slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember that you can use this grounding breathing at any time, any place. So use it whenever you are in a panic or having anxiety or feeling overwhelmed. Other breathing and mindfulness techniques can be found at massgeneral.org, and the link is in the description down below. Remember, you are not alone. The more informed you are about crisis and trauma issues and recovery, and the more equipped you are with tools to help during stressful times, the easier and less stressful it will be to adjust to the new normal. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind." Be encouraged today. You are seen, you are heard, you are important, you have a voice, and you have a choice. You can't control others or their choices or decisions, but you can control how you respond. Practice using your plan of action and respond in a healthy and empowering way. You've got this, and we've got this. Have a great week. See you next time.